The all-electric BMW i4 sedan is an important piece of BMW's expanding EV portfolio. It offers the style of the 4 Series Grand Coupe with a battery powertrain and highly refined road manners. There are 3 distinct i4 flavors. The first 2 are single-motor rear drive with the eDrive 35 offering 281 horsepower and 260 miles of EPA range, while the eDrive 40 produces 335 horsepower with an estimated 300 miles of driving range. That figure drops to 245 miles in the spicy, all-wheel drive 536 horsepower i4 M50. The latter drives like a better riding M3, which is a mega compliment. The M50 reaches 60 miles per hour in just 3.3 seconds, 0.2 seconds quicker than an M3 competition, and it can jump from 50 to 70 miles per hour in just 2.0 seconds to 0.7 seconds quicker than the Bimmer. When not performing exercising acceleration runs, the i4 is an admirable daily driver. Although it lacks the steering feedback we prefer in other M cars, it's an exciting and refined sedan with a supple ride and deeply satisfying sports sedan handling. The 2023 i4 feeds electrons to either 1 or 2 electric motors, depending on the model. The eDrive 35 is one of 2 single-motor rear drive options using a 281 horsepower unit. The eDrive 40 features a single motor on the rear axle that makes 335 horsepower. The M50 has an electric motor on both axles, which together provide all-wheel drive and produce 536 horsepower and 586 pound-feet. The M50 we tested hit 60 miles per hour in 3.3 seconds, which is quicker than a rear-drive M3 competition. The rear-drive i4 rolls on a standard set of 18-inch rims, 19 inches are optional. Conversely, the all-wheel drive M50 is fitted with either 19s or 20s, and it has adaptive dampers and a variable ratio steering system. The i4 M50 that we drove delivered immediate and forceful thrust, and even though it weighs considerably more than an M3, its lower center of gravity helps it move assuredly and gracefully. BMW says the single-motor rear-drive i4 eDrive 40 can travel up to around 300 miles on a full battery. The dual-motor all-wheel drive M50 has the same 81.5 kilowatt-hour battery, but its claimed range tops out at 245 miles. These i4 models have a 200 kilowatts charging capacity that can add between 88 and 108 miles in just 10 minutes. The entry-level eDrive 35 model comes with a smaller 66.0 kilowatt-hour net capacity battery, which is said to deliver around 260 miles of range and maxes out at 180 kilowatts charging speeds. Using the Level 2 onboard charger, the i4 can recharge its battery from 0 to 100% in less than 8 hours. The outside of the car with its big kidney grille isn't everyone's pint of Pilsner, but you'll struggle to find anyone who slides behind the driver's seat of the i4 and isn't impressed. The dash is dominated by twin screens that curve around the driver to give the appearance of one huge display. We defy you to see them light up for the first time and not say wow. Directly in front of the driver in place of conventional dials sits a 12.3-inch screen which the driver can customize to their heart's content. To the left is the larger 14.9-inch infotainment screen, which is as sharp and clear as any high-end smartphones. The whole twin-screen setup Live Cockpit Plus in BMW Speak runs on the BMW operating system 8. You can use voice control, or rather you can try to. We found this part of the infotainment system needs a bit more work. Otherwise, the latest version of BMW's iDrive is the slickest yet. With a choice of touching the screen, we're using the iDrive rotary controller to move between menus and make selections. The iDrive control is less distracting on the move and saves smudging fingerprints all over that expensive-looking touchscreen. As a 4-door coupe, the i4 tries to balance style and practicality. It's never going to be as practical as a regular saloon, hatchback, or SUV, but for the most part it does a decent job of being roomy and good-looking. You'll have no complaints in the front, where there's plenty of legroom, sufficient headroom, and a really high standard of fit and finish. The car's hefty price tag doesn't weigh so heavily when you look at the curved twin screens and the excellent materials used throughout. There's enough storage in the front of the cabin to keep most owners happy, with door bins big enough for a large bottle of water. There's also a roomy bin beneath the driver's armrest and twin cup holders at the base of the center console. You sit low to the ground with the seat on its lowest setting, which feels right in such a sporty car. It can be raised higher if you find that more comfortable. In fact, with a good range of adjustment to the seat and wheel, drivers of most shapes and sizes should be able to find a sound and supportive seating position. Front lumbar support comes as part of the optional Comfort Plus pack or, more affordably, as an individual option.